What's good, my movie lovers? Let's talk about some movies. And today's movie I'm gonna be talking about here with you guys is that we're gonna be talking about a new movie called I Want Your Sex. Now, this is gonna be a spoiler explain video, so if you guys haven't saw the movie just yet and want to go see the movie, click out of this video right now and go see the movie. And after you're done seeing the movie, come back to this video because I'm gonna be spoiling everything and diving on deep into this movie. Now, let's get into this movie. Now we come across this guy in the movie, and his name is gonna be Elliot throughout this movie, and it looks like during the opening scene, his nose is bleeding and whatnot. And it looks like he has somebody else and things like that. Now it appears to be someone him panicking and whatnot. He looks up and he sees his boss dead laying in the pool naked. And once he saw his boss dead laying in the pool naked, he jumps in the pool and try to bring her back up from the pool and try to save her life by giving her mouth to mouth. Now his boss name is Erica, and she's a character in the movie that's played by Olivia Wilde. Now after that scene, it looks like we cut to the next scene at him at his job with his friend. It looks like everybody at that job is working on a sculpture together. And they all putting the pieces together all together by them just chewing gum and whatnot. And a mix of Elliot working on the sculpture with the rest of his co-workers and his friend looked like another co-worker had called them and told him that Erica had needed him. And Elliot was really shocked and surprised that Erica had needed him. And now Erica is asking Elliot that how long has he been working for her now. And Elliot had responded back by saying a little over a week by now, I think. And she has asked him how he liking it here so far. And Elliot had responded back by saying I love it. And when I seen this scene right here, I was like, oh yeah, she's giving him an interview. And this is not your ordinary typical job I see because he had to sign the NDA to work here. He had signed the NDA in his application packet that he had. And now Erica has said to him that she and the team think that he's doing a great job working with them. Now she had told Elliot that the way he be looking at her be making her feel uncomfortable at sometimes. And after she had said that, that's when things had took a crazy left turn for Elliot. Now after that whole scene where Elliot and Erica was talking in a crazy, strange way, we had cut to the scene where Elliot is talking to the police in the interrogation room. Now, mind you guys, that scene where Elliot had saw Erica face down naked in the pool, that was just a flashback, a story of him telling the cops what he had saw. And this movie right here is basically a whole entire backstory of Elliot explaining and what he had saw and experienced with Erica to the police. And now the police is just interrogating Elliot, asking him questions on what had happened to Erica that night at that first opening scene. Because at this point, Elliot thinks she's dead, the police think that she's dead, and Elliot thinks that he's innocent. And after that whole interrogation scene with the police and Elliot, it looks like we cut to another scene. It looks like Elliot is at his house with his friend that he lives with. And his friend had asked him what is he watching and stuff like that. And Elliot had told her it's for an interview that he needs to watch. And the interview that he's watching is Erica explaining the things that you need to know about the job and whatnot. And Elliot is now explaining to his friend that he's interviewing for Erica so he could be her assistant at her job. Now his friend had asked Elliot that now since you're doing this interview for the job, are you gonna pay your share of the rent for now? And now Elliot is saying, I mean, I gotta get the job first, but I hope so. And she had said to Elliot, yeah, I hope so, so I can stop supporting your lazy ass. And now we had cut to the next scene of him going to the job interview for his new job with Erica. And now one of the co-workers that's working for Erica had called him in for the interview. And so Elliot had took a seat, and once he took a seat and saw that Erica was still strolling on her phone and whatnot, Erica had told Elliot to tell him about himself to her. And after this interview, that's when things started getting weird and crazy for Elliot. And what I mean by that, I mean that he actually got the job. He got the job right there on the spot. And once he had got the job, that's when Erica had made Elliot her sex slave. Yeah, that's what I mean by saying that things got crazy for Elliot. Now, really, he actually starting to like being her little sex slave, and it was starting to mess with him physically and emotionally, and it was starting to mess with him mentally when it came to him with his friendship and his love for and his relationship. Like that girl Erica really got inside his mindset and messed up his mind and really made him deeply in love with her and just messed up everything about him. And now ever since he got this job being Erica's assistant and whatnot, it started to mess with his relationship what he had with his girlfriend and things like that. Now, mind you, Elliot and his girlfriend was already somewhat going through some things and whatnot. But once he started being Erica's assistant, little sex slave and whatnot, that's when things start going crazy. And now Elliot and his girlfriend have been going through it, and his girlfriend been telling him that she don't be having time to be hanging out and having sex, probably because of her studies and whatnot. But coming to find out this whole entire time that Elliot's girlfriend has been cheating on Elliot. And once I had saw that scene of Elliot going to his girlfriend's apartment, trying to talk to her and whatnot, have a deep conversation. Now the girlfriend of Elliot, she was really trying to cut the conversation short between them because she had a man naked in her house. And he had came out of nowhere naked asking what's going on because he had heard all the commotion that was going on between Elliot and her. And that scene right there, I just knew that it hurt Elliot really bad, and after that he just left. Now there is a scene where Erica had called up Elliot and telling Elliot that she wants a threesome with him with another girl. And she also tell Elliot to get his friend for the threesome and things like that. Now Elliot had explained to his friend that who he'd been living with, what's going on and things like that. And what she had understood when he was explaining, she was actually down for the threesome. So they all hurried up, got ready, freshened up, and went over to Erica's house for the threesome. And now the threesome kicked off immediately just like that as soon as they got to her house. And now all of them was getting into the moment and whatnot. They all went upstairs to Erica's room. And that's when Erica had handcuffed Elliot to the chair and tried to make him watch. And he did not want to watch at all. He wanted all the action. And so Elliot started whining and whatnot. And that's when Erica had got mad at him and uncuffed him. And once she had uncuffed him, that's when he was able to make it back to the bed with them. That's when things got a little heated between his friend and Elliot because his friend don't think that he don't want to touch her at all and things like that. And that's when things got a little emotional between her and him. And so she had got up and left, and then when she had got up and left, that's when things had got heated between him and Erica, and he had left. And now it looks like he's sleeping in his car now and whatnot. It looks like he had actually got moved in with his friend, and they actually had an event that's coming up for Erica, so they had to go to this event for Erica. And that's when things had took a huge left turn for Elliot, and that's when Erica had started showing their sex tape to everybody at the event, and he didn't like that. And so he tried to confront Erica about showing the sex tape to everybody and things like that, and she was acting like that she didn't know him at all. And so that's when Elliot started yelling at Erica, and he had ended up getting kicked out for that. And now Erica had called him back to the house of hers and whatnot, and he immediately had came over. And she was all drunk and whatnot and asking him for sex and do things with her and things like that. And it looks like she had roofied his cup. And after that whole scene went down of her drugging him and him passing out and laying on the ground and whatnot. And that's when we come back to the very beginning of him bleeding out the nose and whatnot and dressed up in that girly get up. Because he don't know what all went down with him and Erica. He just know that he didn't touch her in no type of way or nothing like that. And that's when that moment had happened where he had saw Erica all naked and face down in the pool. And now, mind you, this is all the backstory of Elliot explaining what had happened to him, what he had experienced with Erica to the police. Now, there is a scene that Erica had told Elliot to go to her friend's house and to fuck her and things like that, because she couldn't make it to her friend's house, and so she had included Elliot to go and fuck her to make up to her. And so he went there, he got all dressed up and whatnot. He tried to do what Erica had wanted him to do. But that did not go well for Elliot at all. She did not want that or nothing like that at all. But that'll be it right here. I basically just told you guys the whole entire movie of I Want Your Sex. I hope that you guys have seen the movie before clicking on to this video. But if you guys haven't saw the movie and still clicked on this video, I know you guys are still going to enjoy the movie if you guys really want to go see the movie. Oh, I almost forgot to mention as well that there is a plot twist within this movie, and the plot twist is that Erica is not really dead at all. She just used Elliot for her little schemes and whatnot, and once he had found out about that, he was so pissed at her. But it did end up being a happy ending between those two because they ended up being real good friends at the end. And she had came on his podcast and things like that. She had cleared some things up with the police so he won't go to prison or whatnot. So yeah, she wasn't all that bad because she actually helped him out at the end. But she did do some messed up things to him and messed up his head completely. But that'll be it with this video right here. Like, comment, subscribe. Once you subscribe, turn on all notifications because if you don't, you may not get the newest videos from me when I post for you guys. So yes, turn on all notifications. Be part of the Movie Head Game family. My name is Don. Tell your friends about me. Follow me on all social medias. Link in the description down below if you would like. And I'll be back on here on more videos for you guys really, really soon. Peace.